or a no-go. Bec Thomas is independent MLC for Elwick, and I suspect, as we've been doing, has been reading through this report while we've been talking this morning. Bec Thomas, good morning to you.
Good morning, Leon.
Back the whole way through, we've talked to you as somebody whose vote will be critical in support or against this project and whose mind is for changing. Based on what you've seen in the Tasmanian Planning Commission report, what do you know?
Oh, look, Leon, I just start by saying I really hope that moving forward,
Leon,
whatever path the government takes from here, I hope it is a well-considered one, and I really hope that we as a broader community across Tasmania can be respectful in any debate that goes forward and really try and listen to each other's views through this. I think this issue has sadly really divided Tasmania, and we have an opportunity now where we have some more information presented before us, and perhaps it's an opportunity to, as you and I have discussed in previous interviews and previous discussions, find some way forward that unites people, particularly in relation to having an AFL team, but also on the idea of development in Tasmania more generally, because I know, and I've heard from a couple of your listeners texting in this morning, that seeing significant development and opportunity for the future of Tasmania is really important to people and will inform whether they stay here or not. So I really hope out of all of this we can start to have some respectful and mature debate going forward.
Can you see a world in which whatever this report says, and it is clearly against a proposed stadium at Macquarie Point, Parliament votes to support it anyway? Could you support it anyway?
Well, look, really it's now will be a matter for the government, and I'm certainly as an independent not in a position to speak for the government. I really hope they will take their time in considering the information that's presented in the report and in considering the decision of the Planning Commission, and before liaising with other members of Parliament on what they do from here. I don't know.
Ultimately, it's a bit like it's a bit like on a sunny day, a kid grabbing a magnifying glass though and shining it on a leaf. There's going to be a white hot scrutiny of you and a couple of other members of the upper house in the weeks and months to come. This is one possible outcome, Bec Thomas, for you as the independent MLC for Elwick. A white hot scrutiny of what you do. Your vote may decide whether it happens or doesn't. And could you imagine voting for the stadium to happen at Macquarie Point based on a no from the TPC?
Well, what I can say, Leon, is, as I've said all along through this process and through any process, any legislation, I pride myself on making fully informed decisions, and I've continued to reiterate that point throughout. And this information that we've just received just a few minutes ago is really important in any decision making going forward. And I will take time to critically analyse that information that is in the Tasmanian Planning Commission report to consider the issues they've raised and the decision they've made. And depending what the government does, if it does move to making an order that the project proceed despite the decision of the Planning Commission, then I will again take the time to critically analyse what any order the government puts to the Parliament looks like. Whatever position I take, Leon, Tasmanians can be assured that I will have considered all of the information available, the strong views for and against, the risks and benefits, to make a fully considered decision on what I genuinely believe is in the best interest of Tasmanians into the future.
Bec Thomas, it's a really interesting report. So it runs in full 236 pages. Helpfully, the TPC just put out a 2 or 3 page report initially on their verdict, but the full 236 pages you and others will be diving into right now and scrutinising. Appreciate you talking with us this morning.
Thank you, Leon.
Bec Thomas, independent MLC for Elwick. You can join us too.